know, for those of you who are scared to death that guns are going to be banned, should be up in arms over this next story. So, a 9-year-old girl was shot in the head, obviously killed, because she was making too much noise while playing. Now, granted, sometimes it's very annoying. Well, lately we don't have a lot of kids in the neighborhood, but I remember growing up, there would be kids playing and making noise sometimes while I'm trying to sleep. And it would be annoying. Absolutely. Did it ever occur to me to threaten them with death? No. Even if I was the kind of person who carried a gun. No, it wouldn't, because as annoying as it is, they're just kids playing. They could be doing so much worse things than playing. So, let's just get to the article. A man was charged with first-degree murder Monday after witnesses said a 9-year-old Chicago girl riding a scooter was fatally shot by someone upset over noise. Give me a break. Like I said, those of you who are scared to death of guns being banned, this is not helping your cause. Now, I have never been one to have a blanket ban on all guns. I live in north central Wisconsin. This is a hunting culture. That's fine. But shooting someone because they're making noise. My God, I hope this man doesn't have a family. Because, God forbid, his spouse, his children, whomever, would make noise and disturb him. My God. The charge was filed against Michael Goodman, 43, in the death of Sarabi Medina, Chicago police announced. I hope I said her name correctly. It just didn't make sense. None of it made sense. Neighbor Megan Kelly, not that Megan Kelly, told the Chicago Sun-Times. Everybody in the community would just tell him they are just kids having fun playing, just let them be. Which would be the normal reaction, yes. The shooting happened Saturday night in Chicago's Portage Park neighborhood. Police were at Goodman's apartment building Sunday, interviewing people and collecting evidence hours after the shooting. Before he shot her, he said something about them being too loud, Kelly said. After the shooting, Goodman was tackled by Sarabi's father and shot during a struggle. According to a police report, he was taken to a hospital. Oh, that's too bad that he's alive. Like I said, not a fan of gun violence, but yeah, if he ended up dying by his own gun because of a irate father, would not even remotely feel bad about it. He ran over there, football tackled this guy, community activist Andrew Holmes said. I wish there was a video of that. I would have loved to have seen that. Goodman was in custody Monday, but was not listed in online Cook County court records, and an attorney for him could not be located to comment on the case. Obviously, they just haven't been entered in yet, is my guess. And as for an attorney, who knows if he has one at this point. Stuffed animals and sunflowers were placed at the base of a tree near the shooting scene. With great sadness, we are devastated at the loss of another young life, Chicago Public Schools said in a statement. So, that is the end of the article. So, it'll be interesting to see if I end up following this case, but Jesus Christ. These people should not be having guns. I mean, really? You're going to shoot a kid because they're making noise. Okay, they're making too much noise, but guess what? They're kids. They're playing. Of course they're going to make noise. Can it be annoying? Absolutely. Is it worth killing them for? No. And, it's entirely possible that this dipshit had no intention of killing her, just wounding her or something. And probably was. And it's possible that he was devastated that he actually shot her in the head because his ability to use a gun is that bad that he cannot hit what he's aiming at. Or maybe he is a horrible excuse for a human being and he did intend to shoot her in the head. In which case, not only should he not have a gun, but he should not be allowed in public ever again. He should be thrown in prison and throw away the key because, good God, you're going to kill someone, a child. Anyone, really, but in this case, a child because they're being kids. What? Oh my God. This is not, for those who are deathly afraid that, that liberals want to ban all guns, which I'll admit there probably are some people who do want to ban all guns. I'm sure there are people like that out there. Most do not. But when you hear shit like this, it sure is as hell is tempting to say ban all guns. But definitely the people who are involved in these really, really moronic shootings should definitely not be allowed to have a gun. And it makes me wonder if this man gets so uptight over kids playing, how the hell he was able to get a gun in the first place. Because he's obviously not mentally stable enough to do that. Because, again, yes, it can be annoying, but if your first thought about someone being too noisy is let's shoot them, you definitely should not be having any firearms. Actually, I would say take knives away from him and let him just eat his food the way the cavemen used to, because that is how dangerous you are. What on earth is wrong with you? Okay, she was playing on her scooter. First off, I can't imagine it being that loud. Number two, even if it was, they're playing. It's summer. They're playing outside. They're having fun. They're kids. That does not deserve a death sentence. And I hope that he's suffering. I really do. I hope he's in the hospital suffering because he sure as hell deserves it. And I hope that the father is okay. That, yes, it shot the perpetrator, but not the father. At least that's how I read it. That he ended up shooting himself when the father tackled him. I hope I didn't misread that and that it's the father in the hospital. Because if that's the case, he so did not deserve to be in the hospital because he was just being a good dad and trying to defend his child. And that's what fathers are supposed to do. Protect their children from horrible asshats like that. Anyway, that's all I have for this article. And actually, let me look it up. Before I let you guys go, let me... Okay, yeah, he was then shot with his own gun. So yes, it's the perpetrator. Good. Just wanted to be sure that I read that correctly. That wasn't the father who got shot. So, anyway, with that, I think I'm done with this video, and hopefully we'll get updates on how much of his life he's going to lose, which I think should be all of it. And when I say that, I mean in jail. I don't mean death penalty. Would I be upset? No. Would I advocate for it? No. So, yeah, he should totally be thrown in prison and never be allowed out, because if you're going to get upset over children playing, yeah, you really don't deserve to be out in public. You sure as hell don't deserve guns, but you definitely should not be out in public because you just do not know how to deal with the public. And this is from coming from someone who doesn't know how to deal with the public half the time. But shooting children playing, no, that was never a thought that ever went through my head. I mean, I would be like, please, parents, shut that kid up. But never did it ever occur to me to harm a child for being horribly annoying. Anyway, maybe teenagers, depending on, 17, 18, almost adults, maybe, possibly, but even then, harming, shooting them in the head, no. Killing them was never something that went through my head. Adults, maybe. Children, never. And I'm just guessing. I really don't, people who annoy me. I want them to go away, but no, I don't think I ever wish death upon them. There are more important people to wish death upon. Annoying people's not one of them. So anyway, I've rambled on enough. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video.